Dream at Sparks. We see Dream here laying 5 on the road in LA with a total 159.5.
Yeah, Tony, I'll bring another side to you here. You see it right there. I brought three totals to you yesterday, Tony, here on the show. Funny enough, Tony, uh, all three of those totals, did have a couple lot, but they all fell in the WNBA. The three totals that I gave you here on the show within a point or two. And I think it was even closer than that. A half a point, a point and a half. I think on the three totals. Just something interesting to consider with the WNBA. We'll see if they're games all land. They kind of did last year too, in a way, and maybe a little bit more predictable on the uh, total as far as where it lands. So I just thought it was interesting yesterday in the first four games. All right, here we go with LA getting the points here against Atlanta. Now look, LA is going to come in with maybe the biggest challenges here, but they're at home. Atlanta, I don't know if they're going to have that instinct maybe to get this big of a victory here against LA. Now Cam Brink certainly will be a feature for LA. Whether or not she'll be a huge impact player, I mean, she's a former national champion, obviously a lottery draft choice. Remember, LA has two of the first four picks in the draft. Kia Jackson, the former Tennessee player who averaged 20 points with the Vols, is in there. LA's got Lexi Brown still. Who don't they have? They don't have Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada's on Atlanta. She was traded to Atlanta for this season. So Canada actually makes a return here to LA for her first game. Now, she does have a hand injury. Actually, I'm showing her listed, Tony, as questionable for the game. So we'll see. I think it could be a game time decision here for Canada. Also for Atlanta, Tina Charles is back after missing last season. Now, talk about a veteran, right? Tina Charles, really up there in years, but I don't know. The former, she had an MVP, Tony, a long time ago. I believe 10 or 12 years ago, she was the MVP in this league, but she's back for this season. Cheyenne Parker Taya, she's on Atlanta this year. LA, look, I think they're going to be better defensively than people think. We'll see how they handle it, but I think the guard play with Clarendon, Lexi Brown, probably some of the better defensive guards in the league for LA. They also have De'Erica Hambry, of course, to help them offensively, and Lashia Clarendon as well. So I'm going to grab these points at home and hope for big things for these rookies. LA is probably going to have a pretty young team to a certain extent out there, but I'm going to grab 5 points here with the Sparks in the opener, and I'm going to say that LA has a maybe even an improved defense over last year. We'll see. A lot of young players, they'll have to learn, but I'm gonna go with that.
Yep, they got a couple first round picks that go from Stanford, but like we see, they got to hit the weight room. Some of these young, they look really small against some of these vets. No different than what they do in the NBA. Dreaming Sparks here.
They were really bodying Tony and the young players on Monday. They were really getting knocked around. It's a big change, right? They'll still succeed because of the level of play. It expands out a little bit, but there was some real contact. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Protein shakes and lifting some weights is what they're going to need. Dream and Sparks here. The pick here will be the Dream. And Sparks, it'll be Sparks at plus the 5. All right, we got your 2-pack here for you from the WNBA here for the action on Wednesday, guys. Remember, you can get Ramon's pre and plays by just clicking the link in the description. And Pony T is the promo code to save that 20%.